Played it a couple of times, but
I'll just let drag the minions. That'll happen a lot. Just dragging them to be perfect. And then another thing, just stand right next to my minions, if that makes sense. Like you stand close, really close to the minions, and let me hit you once. That'll give you a benefit.
okay.
Because the second I hit you here, look at all your minions go on me, right? And then you just walk away. And at this point, you're gonna see how much it's pushing. And if you only last it now, then you're gonna be in better position.
I'm still in a pretty tricky position because I am still losing like minions a bit.
You can go a bit closer to me. You don't have to be that afraid of me. You're being very afraid of me. You don't have to, and you don't lose that many minions either. You lose a couple. One thing you can do is whenever whenever your minions are about to die, you can walk up because then I'm gonna hit you instead. Most people do that. Or a lot of people do that, right? Or you get a free auto attack on me. Like look how many you're gonna get on the tower now. Be able to get most of them. And at this point, if your jungler comes, I'm in a tricky position, right? I'm not in the best positioning right here. And you're still full health and everything, so if your jungler comes, you guys can fight me really easily. If my jungler comes, we can't do anything. Yeah, exactly, and at this point you can also start pushing me now, and put pressure on me, right? Because you have more minions, you're close to your side, you can always freeze here, whatever I do. If I ever hit you, it will push into you again. Sure, you might lose like one minion here or there. But you're already in a losing matchup, so that's fine. It's not a big deal. You can even place a minion or a ward in the lane and just always have a jumping spot. That would be fine. But I think this is going good for me right now, but that's also because there's no junglers, right? If there's junglers, there's a high chance that I'm dead here, and you'll get much more CS as well, because I have to play more afraid. I think at Relay versus Darius, you should be able to win this matchup. It shouldn't be too difficult when you know how to. Basically, again, you have two options, right? And I think here you have to decide which jungler is better, yours or theirs. And you have the option going Corrupting Potion if you want to kill him, and going Dawn Shield if you want to do sustain. How would you trade on the first wave with Swain? Or Aurelia?
Basically, wait out if his Q or yeah, he starts with Q mostly, I think, and yeah, just Q the minions, just last the minions with Q, and yeah, if he wastes his Q, then I can go on him.
Yeah, I think one big trick to do with melee versus range matchups is the first 3 minions dies around the same time. If you fight melee versus ranged, you'll always take more creep damage. So what you want to do is Q all the 3 minions, like just Q when they're low, and then go on him, because that way you avoid all the creep damage. Well, one thing you obviously want to do whenever people base, you want to stop them if they're pushing, because they lose a lot of minions. Overall, you should just kind of fight me whenever I don't have minions. Like, if there's only 3 minions, you should fight me. If there's more than 3 minions, you should try to wait till 3 minions. That's the main thought behind it all. A good Swain player will try and push you. Because it's just more beneficial for Swain to push the ranged champions.
Okay. But that also puts them in like a bad position, right?
It does to some extent, but it depends how you push as well. If you push slowly, and then you suddenly start hard pushing, it's not going to put you in that bad of a position. If you push really hard, it won't put you in that bad of a position either.
Yeah, I do outrade. Huh.
Yeah, you outtrade me really hard if you fight me. The only disadvantage you have is I get level 2 first right now. That's the main problem you're in right now. Also, Swain have a really hard time CSing. I don't know if you noticed that when you play against Swains, but his auto attacking, his damage is really low early on.
Yeah, I know. I tried to abuse him once for Elo when he was like broken sometimes seasons ago, but yeah, I gave up really quickly because the CSing was so frustrating. Yeah.
I remember that because I tried to abuse him too at that time. I think overall you didn't get the push early, which sucks for you. You want to try and match my push if you can. It's obviously hard because I'm ranged, right? If you can, you always want to try and push with coupling potion a little bit. Or else you're just gonna have a tough time like you are right now on the tower. But you're still gonna be farming fine. I'm in a bad position right now, so you guys can gank me. When is the point where you generally get a problem with Swain? Like, is it the early game or is it later on?
It's generally both. Like it usually goes like as it goes now. Like I get just pushed and poked all the time. I can't really see us. And then after 6, it's I just don't do enough damage to kill him, and he sustains up again.
I think if you don't do enough damage, it's mainly because you don't go for Executioners after 6. Do you buy that mostly, or?
I do, yes.
Interesting. I think in that case, you should have enough damage. But again, I think Swain, just like the Darius matchup, is super easy to gank, right?
Yeah.
So one thing you should try and heavily emphasize is having good laning waves. Because if you have the good waves, it's what's it called? It's easy to gank. You just get an advantage out of that, and I can play however I want, right? It's hard to show that in a 1v1 situation, because obviously there's no junglers here. But having me pushing you is not that bad for you, as long as you don't lose too much all the time. I can try and you said you played Swain, so do you play it decently or not at all?
No, I don't play Swain.
So I can't show the matchup from the other side. One thing you should be really careful about is, like, you're taking a lot of damage right now, for example.
Yeah.
You need to manage to position yourself in a way where I'm going to use my ability on you, and you're not going to get fucked from it. One mistake you do is you always try to Q the minion, and you don't have anywhere else to Q. You can even Q on me if I'm away from it, right? Like, imagine you Q a minion, and I put this down, then you can Q on me, and you don't take the damage anymore, right? You just want to get out of my W, basically. Nah, I'm almost dead because I was talking. That's fine. But basically, you don't want to get stay in my Q. You need to get out of it instantly, because that's where all my damage is, right?
Yeah.
And the only way I can W you is if you stay in my Q as well, because it slows you about it. You should be able to dodge it just by pure movement speed.
And like on the earlier point that I don't do damage. Yeah.
Like basically here you need to Q away, or you need to get out of it, right? Like if you don't instantly get out of it, you take a lot of damage, and you'll always get out traded there. That's necessarily just about you getting out instantly. Because right now you're obviously fucked. You can't really do much. I think the matchup is completely fine for really. I think you will be fine if you use your Qs better and stuff. You just need to get more used to how you Q. And then you need to find out how to manipulate waves better. Basically, every time I attack you, the minions will go on me. So me auto-attacking you is not bad for you. That's a good thing. You just need to abuse that in a lot of cases. If I only get one auto-attack off on you, right?
Yeah, okay. Again, on what you said earlier, that you generally have enough damage post 6 to kill Swain. I think mostly what I have trouble with is that I fall behind in earlier levels.
Yeah. Like, see, there he does with Q, so I can't actually. Now I can kill it because of my head, right? But I could almost kill it, but. Oh, I didn't even kill it. But I think mainly the thing you want to do is you want to get out of the Q instantly. You don't ever want to be inside of it. Yeah, basically I think that's it for today. But thanks, brother. That's fun.
Okay, yeah. Cool. I'll see if I can beat some Swains and Darius.
You're just gonna start clapping them all. Feels good, man.
Yeah, hopefully.
But see ya, brother.
Yeah, okay. Smell you later.
Did he say smell me later? Fair enough.
Was wrong. It creeps on back through color glass, through color glass. I'll paint out the sun.